So, hey, you guys. I hope you guys are doing good. Now, I wanted to stop through here very quickly because I want you to understand some things, okay? And very quickly, I just woke up. I brushed my teeth, literally washed my face, got dressed, and I'm like, okay, here we go. Okay. So, shout out to you guys. Hope you guys are having a great week thus far. I hope that you guys are prepared for, the up and coming year. If you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas, Happy Christmas, however, Happy Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, And so anyway, something came up today, and I think that this is a concern online, period. And I want to put this in retrospect because, of course, and to kind of, get you guys into this. We know that, it's human nature to have your ups and your downs. When it is an extreme up or down, or you go through what they call a spiral, where you feel like you're down for several days, and it just seems like it's darker and darker and darker, that is usually a sign that there's some type of crisis going on. And of course, instead of reaching out to family and friends, which sometimes they can actually encourage or enable your anxiety or any type of crisis you're dealing with, any type of mental, breakdown, you can reach out to people like 988. And of course, they can help you through text and or call. I personally never used them, but of course, I did look this up because while you're talking about certain topics, it could trigger certain people. And I'm like, you know what? Let me add that in there. So I do want to say this. I saw this video of this girl on TikTok, and this has actually been several situations like this, right? Where there are people that have been bullied online, and we're talking about grown people, grown adults, who have their own place, who could pay their own bills, who has their, 9-to-5 job, whatever, however. And for whatever reason, they get online, they get bullied, and they get bullied into doing things that they normally wouldn't do. And my personal belief on that is that if someone is able to get you online to do something to yourself like self-harm, that was already in you. And if that was already in you, the online platforms are not for you. I said this before, and I'll continue to say this. I'm somebody who had severe anxiety. I still have things that pop up every now and then, but it's not to where I'm like, ooh, bite my nail, pulling my hair out, and all that good stuff, right? And so either way, I know that there's things that trigger, and I did see this video, y'all, and that's what I want to say too. It's important to, when you're getting help from people, make sure they're actually licensed and legit psychologists and therapists, because some of these people will just say the most dumbest shit. Like, is it a trigger or is it something you have not healed from? First and foremost, something like anxiety is something that you will deal with for the rest of your life. You learn how to manage it, but you do not completely heal from anxiety, right? Because it's in you. It was honestly in your body before you were even born. They actually said that anxiety is something that's actually passed down, because a lot of people go through things in life and they don't get anxiety, they don't get anxious, they don't feel overwhelmed by things, and they've been through severe traumatic stuff. And so this is something that you're going to be dealing with for the rest of your life. And if certain people trigger you, there's 8 billion people in this world. You do not have to deal with Tom, Dick, and Harry. And that's how I be saying too, like, people be trying to bully you into being submissive and weak. And it's not that you're weak and submissive because you don't want to be around people, or, what they say, you're into yourself, blah, blah, blah. That's actually a healthy trait. It's a healthy trait to not want to be around people that suppress who you are. It's a healthy trait. It's a healthy characteristic trait to want to be separate from people who treat you like you don't want to be treated. It's a healthy trait to not want to kiss people's ass. It's actually an unhealthy trait. It's actually a trait that is considered something that should be worked on. So we're not going to say weak. When you are actually into people who are, what do you call it? When you are with people that are, don't really give a fuck about you, kicking your damn face, and you're still like, oh, it's okay. I'm gonna still be cool with them. I'm gonna still hang out with them. This is my friend. This is my sister. This is my cousin, whatever. And so either way, I also want to put in some stats here to kind of give you a feel, because going into like platforms like, TikTok, IG and all stuff, from what I've seen, even like the app called Bigo, there's a lot of people that bully, a lot of mentally ill people, a lot of people with no life, a lot of people that ain't got nothing, no job, nothing to look for, no future, no potential. And what they'll end up doing is they will end up getting on these platforms to make themselves feel better. And how they will make themselves feel better, because they know that in real life, if they was try to go around in real life and try to bully other adults, or they try to go around in real life and try to be this big person and talk their shit, that they'll get chin checked. Okay. And if you don't know what chin check means that, you come in and let the wrong person have it, and they get all up in your motherfucking face and you might get knocked out. And so at the end of the day, I'm like, honey, yeah, people could be slow. People could have mental issues, but they're not that damn stupid. I don't care what type of mental issue you deal with. Girl, I even think that people with some remedial or mental challenging issues like Down syndrome know not to run up on some people. Hello? Okay? And so when you're somebody who's suffering from anything, depression, any of that, and you feel like you want to get physical with people and somebody knock your ass out, baby, I'm like, listen, I don't condone violence, but baby, you knew what you were doing. Okay, you knew walking up to that person was going to put you in harm's way, and you sized them up, because baby, you sitting there and you're looking at them like, the whole time you're talking to, like, maybe I could knock this person out. Maybe they can knock me out. Whatever, however. But 50% of online users are actually bots. And of course, this is estimations. But 50% online users, and we talked about this before as well, right? I don't remember the exact number, but I think it's between 60 and 75% of people does not hear their inner voice. Now, let's step back for a minute, right? Because you're like, what is an internal voice? This is what we call a hunch. This is what we call an internal dialogue. This is what we call an internal navigational system. When you're walking into a store, when you're walking into your home, wherever you're at, right? And this is for people who are always in the moment, aware of the moment. If you're not that type of person, I encourage you to start doing it today. When you walk into a space, or you walk into a place, or you're doing something, you're thinking something, right? Something pops up. And it would say like, what the hell's going on up in here? Or it'll be like, who is this? Or it'll be like, okay, when you go in right now, you need to go use this restroom. You need to use the restroom, wash your hands, come out, and then you come back and you do what you got to do. That's your internal dialogue. Most people do not have that. So that's right there. These people are on autopilot, which means that they're doing things unconsciously, which means that they're doing things, they're saying things, and they're being things that are really not them. Because if you don't have an internal voice, that means that people, place, and things could, and I want you to understand this, if you do not have an internal voice, or you do not hear yourself, you're easy to influence. You're easy to be manipulated. And they know this. This is why we talk about psychology. This is why we give out neuroscience information. They are aware. They are aware of you not being in tune with who you are. And so you get on platforms like TikTok and all these other platforms, and get around these other people that are either non-internalizing or have no internal voice, as well as that suffer from things. And they're getting on these platforms to escape their reality. And what do you think happens? So now you have you, and I think this person in particular said they got online because they wanted friends outside of their real life. And I'm just like, what? Girl, it sounds like you need to change your friends up. It sounds like you need to change your friends up. Like, I could see you trying to, find more friends. I can see you getting acquainted with friends outside of your inner circle because they all know each other. And I told y'all this before. I do not let my friends get to know my friends. What that means is, if I'm friends with Claudia, and then Claudia is introduced to Vivian, that's if I choose to, because a lot of my friends I don't introduce with each other. And the same thing with my friends. You have other friends. If I didn't meet you with your friends, baby, I don't got to meet them. Girl, we do not have to have a kumbaya situation, girl. Hello? But I will be like, honey, yeah, we all know each other, but privately, Claudia And Miss Thing is not going to be hanging around with each other. Secretly, Claudia and Miss Thing is not going to be texting each other because, baby, Claudia is my friend and the other thing is my friend, okay? And so, bitch, yeah, y'all want to hang out, bitch? We all hanging out together. Bitch, if I'm not there, y'all not there. Because it gets a little messy. People start being gossipy and they start being chatty about you and da 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 da. And before you know it, you find out the true feelings because maybe Claudia's the one that say, hey, I was sitting there talking with somebody the other day and we were talking about how impersonable you are or how you will, you're too strong with your personality. It's like, well, who you're talking to? Because I don't talk to anybody else you know, but one bitch. And then you realize, girl, they're talking about you. And I'm like, girl, no, it's okay to have other friends that you can vent to about other people because I do that. But this time I did, girl, we're going to be hanging out because, bitch, with me, you vented to me about somebody and then I meet them. Oh, you guys said you bet you bet every fucking cookie you have in that fucking cookie jar. If you tell me some bad shit about this thing or this person, and I show up there and I'm gonna ask some questions like, so what happened the other day between you and Amy? She said that you made her cry because blah, blah, blah. Like, that's me. And so I don't want to stir up the drama. I don't want to be in a mess. I'd rather just say, hey, God bless. Let me keep it pushing. You know what I mean? Like, hey, that's your tea. And like I said, don't get to know the person. There's no middle people. So that way they're not encouraged. That way I'm not encouraged to sit up and gossip. And my friends could tell you this, honey. They have friends and I don't want to meet their friends. I literally told this past year, one of my sisters, Sunny, I think she has like she had multiple friends, but I think she met like one or two new friends. And I was like, girl, I don't got to meet them because for one, girl, I don't know them like that. And so they see me out and about. Now they're telling people about me. And now people are like, oh, you know who Blame Blank is? No, I don't. And they're like, yes, you do, because she said she knew you. And it's like, well, who's Blame Blank? Oh, and then I'm thinking, oh, this is this girl. Then I got to call my friend and check her because her friend did some shit. So it's like, no, honey, your friends are your friends. My friends are my friends. You have your people you go to outside of this, situation that I have people I go to out my situation. But that's what it comes down to, y'all. Everybody does not have to be on online platforms. Everybody, and I think that's the biggest issue. Yes, the people that are bullying, yes, the people that are on these platforms should be ashamed of themselves and they are considered evil. But at the end of the day, it's kind of like putting raw meat in front of a damn dog or raw meat in front of a cat or raw meat in front of a hungry wolf. It's like, yeah, but there's two sides to the story, right? You have to have an access for people to do shit. And no, you shouldn't be like, well, why are they walking around with their head cut off? Or why are they walking around being concerned about that? But why wouldn't you? Why, like TikTok, like I said, other platforms, YouTube at one point as well. It got so annoying, sort of say, because people will be online talking all their shit. And this is why they made it a crime, which, by the way, if you're not aware, online stalking, online bullying, online anything is actually illegal. If you get fed up so much, you need to go press charges. Baby, if you're tired of if you're tired of they're doing it, bitch, fuck checking yourself out. Okay, because this is where it gets a little muddy. The water gets a little muddy here. This is where you need to reach out and you need to, call the law and get these people together. Because like I said, that whole online shit, it becomes a serious crime because they are aware that people have ended their situations due to online bullying. There was an app I used to get on back in the day. A guy was set up by a particular person and this guy felt bamboozled. He felt tricked, which he should have. And coming to find out, this person wasn't even this person like double catfished, if that's even such a thing. They double catfish, and this man right here on this live ended up taking his life. And thank God I stepped away and I didn't visually see that, but this man took his life. And so I'm just like, baby, it is never that serious. If in-person people could not do it because we all go through things in our everyday life, don't give these online people that power to think that they can do it. And the same thing with anything. Like you keep your distance, you do your things. I'm sitting here talking to one of my sisters because, of course, there's a lot of things I want to do next year. And I'm like, baby, I'm going to be a Candy Burris 2026, 2027, baby. I'm doing it all. Okay, baby? I'm going back I'm doing everything, girl. Hello? I'm be twerking. I'm be doing all that, girl. Doing a little teasing. I'm doing everything, girl. Hello? Can we talk about it? Bitch, we getting it from every which area. Please, but either way, one of my sisters are like, but then they're gonna start thinking blah blah blah, and I'm like, I'm not really concerned with that. I don't give a fuck what they're thinking. That's what they want. People will try to bully. People see how good you're doing. People start trying to estimate. Oh, she must be doing this. She must be doing that. He must be doing this. He must be doing that. And they'll try to think of every little thing and say, oh, they're over here doing this now because money is not, they don't got money. Or they're over here doing this because of blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, no, they're doing it because they want to fucking do it. Because the money motherfucking drying up, bitch, they go work a 9-to-5 job. And motherfucking, I'm going to say that right now for me, especially for me, I am a high school graduate. Okay. I did attend vocational school. I do have, certain requirements for college to be a postgrad and stuff. I do have these things. I do have, what they call certifications, hypnotherapy. Can we talk about it? Okay. There are other things I can do, Reiki healing, and that's a very popular thing right now. If I got online and I decided to do my cam modeling stuff again, if I got online and I decided to do anything I wanted to do online because this is my life and this is my body, the first thing that somebody was going to say, oh, it's because the bitch ain't got no money. Donald Trump got money, he still work. I know y'all don't give a fuck about it. We're going to talk about it. Cardi B got money and she still work. Nicki Minaj got money, and that's a very impoverished, broke mentality, and that's why a lot of people be having financial problems and they be having to file for bankruptcy and stuff because in their mind they feel like they're too good to do certain things to get ahead. I was even sitting there watching something about somebody not wanting to work or do some type of job because they felt like they were overqualified. Oh no, it's holiday bonus. Somebody sitting there talking about a damn holiday bonus and how they don't get Amazon. They don't get an Amazon holiday bonus and they were working in the snow and wet and all that. I'm like, but babe, when you apply for that job, one of the stipulations, what you have to work in the snow, rain. Girl, duh. The fuck? Move out the snow if you don't want to be in the snow. Hello? And then you got people online, oh, that's messed up. That's how we need to stop. No, girl, when you applied for Amazon, when you applied for Target, when you applied for Walmart, you did not apply because you were going to get some fucking holiday bonuses, bitch. You applied to work at the end of the day. And that's what it comes down to. Stop getting online complaining about these people not giving you no holiday pay. Y'all didn't do it last year. Y'all didn't do it the year before that. Y'all, girl, hello? Girl, we don't care. And that'd be my thing, girl. Y'all be clouding these online airways with bullshit that we don't really care about. That does not affect the whole globe of people. If you're not happy at Amazon, if you're not happy at this, and that's what I'm saying, a lot of online people, they just like to complain. If you're not happy at the place that you're at, leave. Leave, honey. If you got to relocate for jobs, back in the day, our ancestors left out of Kansas, Missouri, Florida, Alabama. They left out of these places so they can have a better life. And they migrated into California and New York and Illinois and stuff. Do you know that? Do you notice how your grandparents and great grandparents moved from the Midwest to the North and South and stuff because they migrated for work? It's like, girl, you're not too good to do the same. If you're not happy in the space or the state that you're in, pack your shit up and go. That's not hard. And that is the issue, bro. Then you need to stay off the line. If you're like, hey, I can't muster up the courage. I can't muster up the strength. I don't want to. Then baby, focus on your shit and stop speaking on what other people got going on. Because that'd be another thing, what they say, hurt people. It'd be the ones that be suffering from mental illnesses. It'd be the ones that be suffering from financial inequities. It'd be the ones that be suffering from a lot of shit that want to come out and try to push it onto other people. Oh, look at them, y'all. Look. And like I said, I don't give a fuck about none of that. Girl, if I feel like today I'm a Gemini, and y'all say we two-faced and we got two personalities on that. If one of my personalities wanted to go shake it on the corner for $50 or chump change, girl, I'm gonna do so. I'm not embarrassed. I'm not ashamed to be out there shaking that corner and shit. Because baby, you need multiple streams of motherfucking income. Hello? Baby, I will not be, I don't want to be sat in this corner because they're gonna be like, her spiritual money may have dried up. It has not. It has not, praise the Lord. It has not. Honey, it has not. The spiritual money has not dried up. Praise you, God. Hello. We need multiple streams of income, baby. Hello. It is not dried up. Baby, if I want to get on camera and shirk a little something, rub a little something, whatever, girl, that's my motherfucking prerogative. I don't care about that. We had a little advisor a couple of years ago that was trying to say, you know, God has a bigger calling on your life and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, but you have to do what you're passionate about. Fuck all that dumb shit, girl. I'm not going to go work a job just because it is money. I have to like what I do. And if I like teasing people with my body, if I like teasing people with my personality, being a boss, doming people, I'm going to do that. I don't care if I was a lawyer. I don't care if I passed the bar exam. I don't care if I became a board certified plastic surgeon girl. I'm still going to be doing that job on the side. I don't give a fuck because that's what I love doing. And that's what y'all have to understand. It's about what you love doing. Stop being ashamed of who, oh God, they're teasing me for being a sad. If you don't like that about yourself, change that. They're teasing me about being a lowlife. Why would you bring information to them online? I don't got to sit here and tell y'all my business. I'm telling y'all my business because I want y'all to know my business. And if you judge me for that, who am I to be upset at? I told you the business. Hello? So that's what it comes down to. If you are seeing a medical professional, your medical professional will advise you to stay off the internet. If you're going against your doctor's orders and recommendations, what is to come after that, that is your own responsibility. Unfortunately, someone lost their life. Unfortunately, a lot of people lost their lives throughout the years because they are undiagnosed and or they're not following the directions of their mental health specialists. And unfortunately, you know, things ended. Yes, it's a sad thing because another person lost their life. How I look at it as well, newborn babies die every day, every second. And that's also a sad situation. And these are people that had no control over their lives. Can we talk about it? And we're not saying that your life is not important, but I put it into a real perspective. Children do not know that. Children have no ability of that. They, you know, parents right now, there's children that are battling cancers and stuff right now. They have no control over that. Here we are as adults, whether we're mentally healthy or mentally unhealthy, we have the mental capacity to say, I'm not going to be on here because I get bullied. I'm not going to be here because I am mistreated. I'm not going to be here because people treat me like I'm this and that. But for some reason, we want to still be around that. Oh, we can say that's mental health all day long, but we're still responsible. And like I said, if you're somebody who are mentally ill or suffer from some type of mental condition and you're able to pay your bills, you're able to do things, you're able to function, then you know right from wrong. You know that these people on TikTok are irritating the fuck out of you. You know the people on YouTube are. Get the fuck up off of there. You got nothing to prove. And that'd be another thing too. It'd be people's ego that have them stuck in their mental illness. It'd be people's ego that have them stuck in their mental illness. It'd be, I gotta prove a point that I'm strong. Bitch, walking away is stronger sometimes than staying. Sometimes letting people have it and letting people go is stronger than being quiet and kissing people's asses. And that's a lot of people don't know. As somebody who is healing, because it's a lifelong journey, I've learned that. It's not about me being confrontational with people and me being direct with people when somebody offends me. It's about me being a healthy, mentally stable person. And I need to tell you from my mental health, because baby, I'm being quiet and you offended me, I might just walk up and punch you in your motherfucking face. Me being quiet and you offended me, I might just take your ass out. Hello? So I understand as because I got mental health. Can we talk about it? That I need to tell you nicely, or the way that where you met me at, because you didn't tell me nicely that my wig is dry. You didn't tell me nicely that I dress like an old bitch. Bitch, you said it like you wanted me to feel some way about it. So just like you said that to me, bitch, I'm telling you from head on. Bitch, you say that one more motherfucking time and watch what happened. That's where hello? That's where I'm coming from. That's what it comes down to. It is not weak to walk away. It is not weak to keep your distance. It is not weak to let them know how you're fucking feeling. But it is definitely weak to sit up in that and to let them take you out. It is definitely a weakness to not know that these are triggers and you got to let these people go. That's definitely a weakness. And I encourage you to dial 988 if you need that help. If not, actually get your psychologist, a therapist, a counselor to help you. Okay. And so that's pretty much it, honey. I hope you guys have a good holiday. Come on, Larry. We're great, Larry. We're great, Larry. We're great. We're great. A1 is another bully. You said it, A1. Come on in here. God forbid you shake it for free. Right, Urzuli Hearts. Right. And see, and that'd be another thing too, Urzuli Hearts. They be out here twerking, jerking, turking. And I'll be like, girl, I said this to my sister the other day. I am not ashamed of my past, and it might be my future. Like I said, I might want to get back on cam again. That is my motherfucking prerogative. Baby, I'm getting paid for it. People be out here twerking it for free all the time, and all they have from the situation is a baby or STD. And sometimes it's a lifelong disease. Can we talk about it? So, baby, I'm not ashamed and embarrassed for twerking and making my money at all. Girl, I would never feel ashamed and embarrassed for that, girl. This is my life. This is my prerogative. Somebody tried to tell me back in the day, do your mama know when I was doing my adult stuff? Do your mom know that you're doing that? Girl, my mom, of course my mama knew. And why the fuck does she give a fuck? I'm grown. Why would she care? I'm grown. Baby, I can do whatever the hell I want to do. I'm a grown ass woman. I do whatever I want. Hey. I'm a grown woman. Hey, I do whatever I want. Yes. Come on, baby. Can we talk about it? Anyway, y'all. Let me go. It was great chatting with you all. And we'll definitely be back. Okay, I got that. I got to give y'all that video that I promised. Okay. I hope y'all had a great winter solstice. I rested up, baby. Okay. Baby, I think I slept so good last night, girl. I had to make myself wake up because I was like, "Ooh, girl, I can't be sleeping all day." That's how good I slept. I thought I was sleeping all day, y'all. And when I got up, it said 9:23, and I said, oh, "Okay, okay, I'm not early, or I'm not sleeping in late." But yes, girl, love and light, you guys. Until the next time, good seeing you, Azuli Hearts and Larry Honey. You guys will see me. I got a little surprise for y'all. Okay. I got a little surprise for y'all, honey. Okay. Stay away from around those people, honey. They don't like you. You don't like them. Oh, that's something too. I was sitting there saying that too. Y'all. My sister, I love her dearly. We used to fight about that. Like, girl, I am not getting on nothing that's going to trigger my anxiety. Allegedly, they were passing all these rules and shit for the trans experience. And I said, girl, I do not want to get on no damn TikTok and be reminded by that. Okay? They are not stirring up my spirit. Spirit! Anyway, y'all. Bye for now, y'all. Love and light. Thank you. Several baby daddies and several Right. But they be wanting to make you feel like you should be ashamed of what you do. No, the fuck I should not. The fuck? Girl, now I see if I was a online cam host and I was struggling, just like I'm here too. One of the girls was like, girl, she's a flop. Her YouTube channel can't go over 1,000. But y'all gotta understand this quality over quantity. A lot of people be having 100,000 followers, 30,000, 40,000 followers, and they be begging for donations. They be begging for cash apps. They be begging for contributions. And if y'all don't give it to them, they be like, oh my God, you don't want to give me no motherfucking contribution? I'm getting off of here. But you're not getting a YouTube check? Sis, you're not getting a YouTube check? Sis, YouTube is not paying you for being on here? Sis, wait a minute. I thought YouTube paid you once you got over 1,000 followers and stuff. Wait, I'm confused. But that's how you know, girl, it'd be some fake shit. Because I know, honey, in order to get that real YouTube money, girl, your videos have to hit 1 million views, and or you got to have some sponsors. And baby, these sponsors, girl, they be trying it, honey. Baby, I still got all my inboxes, honey. Hi, I'm with blah, blah, blah jewelers. And we're trying to promote this golden watch. And we think your people will enjoy it. And then how do you get in? Well, we can basically send you a sample watch. The watch will not work. And you can have it on and act like it worked. Or you could buy the watch at a 40% discount, and then you can you can share with your people, and then for every sale, we'll give you 10% of that sale. Like, girl, so you mean to tell me I'm basically only getting 50% off my watch? No, man, that's not how I do that, girl. No. You want me to promote your shit? Bitch, give me my shit. Honey, give me a check. Yeah, thank you, but no thank you. Okay? Give me a check. Anyway, y'all. That's for now. Living like living truth. Okay? When they should be taken up right. Well, I hope Tina and them took notes. Anyway.